Mr. Cunningham.
Here.
Mr. Elliott.
Here.
Mr. Helsinger.
Here.
Mr. Sneed.
Here.
And Mr. Taylor.
Here.
Okay, so we have 6. Yeah, you want to go ahead and, should we go ahead and start then?
Yes, let's go ahead now. Why don't you mute everybody but Wayne?
I think Mr. Sneed might just need to turn his computer audio back down, or I think that might be where the reverberation's coming from.
I'm trying to get it off.
But if I mute him, he won't be able to unmute himself since he's called.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I should have that.
Okay, that sounds better. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, we ready?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to welcome you to the St. Louis County Planning Commission virtual public hearing. This meeting is for the purpose of hearing presentations on petitions for rezoning or requests for special procedure permits. I'm Wayne Hilsinger, chairman of the commission. In addition to the other members of the Planning Commission, I would like to introduce Gail Choate, acting director of planning, and the planners assigned to tonight's petition. The commission will not make a decision on petitions heard this evening. Normally, the commission will receive staff reports and make a decision on tonight's petition at the next executive meeting on August 31st. Additional comments, letters, and petitions submitted to the Department of Planning within 2 weeks of this meeting will be distributed to the planning commissioners in their executive meeting agenda packet. If additional information is required, the decision may be delayed. The Planning Commission's recommendations will then be forwarded to the County Council, who has responsibility for the final decision. The meeting will observe the following guidelines. Planning Department staff will show photos of the petition site. Then the petitioner will present the request. He or she will be allotted 15 minutes. Then persons in favor of the request will speak. After that, persons in opposition or with concern. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes. Please note you may only speak one time. To indicate you wish to speak, please click the raise hand icon to the right of your name on the participant list. Please keep your remarks brief and avoid repetitive or seconding presentations. After all opposition speakers have spoken, only the petitioner will be allowed a 5-minute rebuttal to answer questions and points raised by other speakers. The commission may ask questions of any speaker. After the meeting concludes, a poll will appear allowing you to indicate whether you are in favor, in opposition, or with concern. This is not a vote. It is not binding on the commission or the county council. The purpose is to make the crowd count part of the record for each petition. And with that, we'll hear tonight's first petition, which is PC 1-20, Eduardo Reyes Telegraph.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Doug May. I'll be presenting the site photos for this first item on the agenda. This site is located in Oakville in South County on the east side of Telegraph Road, just south of Interstate 255. It's surrounded by other commercial uses, as you can see in this aerial along Telegraph Road, and then there's some single-family residential behind the along the arterial. This is the site looking south. It's in a retail shopping center plaza. So this is the proposed ATM looking south along Telegraph. This is the same site looking north along Telegraph. This is looking northeast, the shopping center. There's the Andres Banquet Center in the background and a Dunkin' Donuts there on the left. This is looking southeast through that same shopping center. You can see the Dairy Queen in the background. And next we'll move to the petitioner's presentation.
Okay, petitioner.
Yes, hello. This is Reed Burdine with Reese Massalonis Curley Architecture in Mission Woods, Kansas. And what we're proposing here is to add a remote drive-through ATM with a protective canopy and taking away, I believe, 8 parking stalls and adding some striping in to kind of quarantine off the area. Quarantine's probably not a good word these days, but it's a pretty simple project. I think we're initially zoned C2 here, so and this would be a special use permit for this one and the next one we're both looking at. I'm not sure if I have a whole lot more presentation here. Basically, the materials are, excuse me, it's a metal canopy, and it does have some signage on it with Chase logos, Chase nomenclature. You can see the plan there. We've got a light pole, headache bar for low clearance so someone doesn't run into the canopy. The ATM itself is a self-contained unit. We've got bollards surrounding it on all sides to prevent chains being able to be wrapped around it and hauled off. Of course, nothing's foolproof, but we do try and provide the best security for it, obviously, for the clients. This is what their standards are for these things. So I guess if anyone has any questions, I'll go ahead and open it up and answer as best I can.
Questions, anyone? No one?
Yeah, Keith Taylor.
Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah. You say are you out of Kansas City or where at in Kansas?
Yeah, it's a Mission Woods, which is part of Kansas City.
Right there in Kansas City, the architect firm. What construction company would be somebody local?
The general contractor is Golden Sands, and they do hire local contractors, electricians, concrete. That's kind of the bulk of the work, but they'll do the general contracting.
And Golden Sands is where are they from?
They are out of Dallas, Texas.
Out of Dallas, Texas. Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I have a question. Could you explain your drive-through and show us a little bit more detail on the site plan and how many stacking spaces you have, please?
Sure, yeah, if we can flip to that plan. That's the demolition plan. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so right now we're showing basically 2-car stacking. Transactions per hour are very, very limited at this point. There's only about 10 transactions per hour is what the average has been. So stacking really doesn't become a giant factor with these things. A third car could maybe squeeze in there if everyone pushed it together, but otherwise, 2-car is usually plenty for us.
And this is a 24-hour operation?
Yes, 24/7.
Okay. Anyone else?
This is Gary Elliott. What's the estimated timeline on this from start to finish?
You need construction timeline?
Yes.
Less than a month. It usually depends more on utilities and when we can get utilities there to hook it up.
Okay. And I'm not familiar with the area. So, and you said 24 hours. Are there any safety factors or anything, like someone goes and uses this thing in the middle of the night?
Well, by safety factors, there's really no, I guess, place for anyone to hide around these things usually. If you go back and look at the pictures, we can see that it's pretty open up to the streets. There are cameras, of course, on the ATM itself and in the canopy above, so it is 24-hour surveyed, or has 24-hour surveillance as well.
Okay, that's all I had.
Are you guys located anywhere else in Missouri, or is this your first one?
No, we've done several of these locations. We do have a couple in the greater St. Louis area right now as well. This, I think, is our 5th location in greater St. Louis that we're working on.
Where are the other locations?
Oh, hang on 1 second. I'll pull up a sheet here. Let's see. We've got locations right now in Florissant, St. Peter's, Kirkwood, St. Louis.
Okay.
Another St. Louis. Yeah. So it's several in the area, and we've got probably at least a dozen on schedule in various stages.
Okay. And your security, the cameras catch them, I guess, on camera while they're trying to do something to your machines, but there's no alarms or anything like that goes off, is it?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. All right, thank you.
This is Bill Sneed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What additional lighting is on your plan for installation?
We've got a approximately 20-foot high pole light that will be on site as well. So that'll provide the standard amount of light that there's an association involved that kind of regulates the minimum amount of light for these things. So this provides at least that. Of course, we'd have to take into account, light bleeded property lines, things like that. So.
Okay, but that's in addition to the existing lighting, which is pretty dim over there. Is that right?
Yeah, it's definitely in supplements to that. Yeah, we've got that light, and there's lights underneath the canopy directly too.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, we want to go to anyone who'd like to speak in favor of this petition. Seeing no one, is there anyone who'd like to speak in opposition or with concern? Seeing no one, we do not need rebuttal. And that concludes this petition. And we'll go on to PC 12-20, Eduardo Reyes Sierra Vista.
So this is a similar request located in the Sierra Vista shopping plaza in North County on the east side of Bellefontaine Road. So you can see here in the aerial, it's located in the Schnucks Plaza on the east side of Bellefontaine, where there are some other commercial uses. And on the west side are mostly some highway-oriented commercial uses. So here you can see the entrance to the plaza from Bellefontaine Road, and the existing sign for the Schnucks is the sign on the right side. This is sort of looking towards where the ATM is proposed along the west property line, looking at Bellefontaine Road. This is looking back south, so you can see the entrance and the tenant sign near the entrance. Another look at Bellefontaine Road and the uses across the way. And then this is the northern entrance to the retail plaza. I think
I want to try and get her on this one.
so. Now I'll bring the site plan up for you to talk about for this one, Reed.
Hold it.
Reed?
Yeah. So this is a very similar situation. You'll see that the ATM itself is almost the exact same layout, just in a different parking lot in a different part of town. So.
Same construction.
Yep, same company, same construction, same amount of spaces. This one may take 9 spaces instead of 8. I think we've done parking count calculations, and we're okay with the number of stalls that are being lost for the overall center. There's still plenty.
Okay. Any questions from anyone? Gary?
Yeah, are all these the same as far as size, color, everything, composition?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, all the ones in this area, we'll try and keep them all almost exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay, because I see that you've got 3 of them on the agenda, and I'm wondering if we look at one or the other 2 just as alike.
Yeah, they're very, very similar.
I have a question. This location is awfully close to the main entrance here. Why did you select this location?
I guess it was based on evaluation with the landlord and the property real estate people. They kind of picked this as the ideal location to have it, to try and keep it as visible as possible and not causing trouble with traffic flows as much as possible.
And it's one way kind of exiting, I guess, so that probably helps your circulation there a little bit.
Yeah. Since it is angled parking, yeah, we've got to all go the same direction in and out.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of this petition? Hearing from no one, is there anyone who'd like to speak in opposition or with concern? Seeing no one, we do not need rebuttal, and that concludes this hearing. Excuse me, do we have somebody?
I think that was background noise.
Okay, all right. Then we'll go to the last petition, which is PC 13-20, Eduardo Reyes Gravois.
Okay, this is again very similar to the last 2. This site is located at the southeast corner of Gravois and Ferry Road, sort of in the Afton area of South County. It's surrounded by a mixture of retail use, commercial uses along Gravois Road. There is some multi-residential, as well as single-family residential. The site, which is again at the corner of Parkway and Tesson Ferry, is the Lutheran High School to the southwest, and then there's a vacant school and church sort of to the northwest. This is the site. It's a retail store. The proposed site for the ATM is close to the intersection of Gravois and Tesson Ferry, kind of along this grassy area here where the van is in this photo. It's looking west along Gravois Road, kind of through where the ATM is proposed to be located. This is looking east along Gravois, again looking through to where the ATM is proposed to be located. This is looking southeast through the retail parking lot site, kind of looking directly at where the ATM is proposed to be located. And then this is looking northeast through the site. And then we'll bring up the site plan once again.
Okay, petitioner.
Okay, yeah, as stated, it's very similar. The ATM itself is almost identical to the other 2. This, of course, is a much smaller site with just one retail building on it. We're not taking any parking away from this building. The area where it's going is not designated as parking right now, and there are plenty of spots otherwise on the slot for the amount of retail that's there. And I guess I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions? Seeing no one.
Wayne, this is Keith.
Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
I'm just, I'm looking at the location for this ATM. Is somebody kind of guide me through which side direct traffic would be going through here? Can you blow that up, son?
So, Reed, could you enter from either curb cut to access the ATM?
Yeah, I'm not seeing your plan right now. I must have lost picture.
Oh, my shit.
But
So there's a curb cut, Keith, on Tesson Ferry Road and one on Gravois Road.
Correct.
And then it sort of flows towards Tesson Ferry.
So
yeah,
they'll
so
be,
you can come
they'll
into
be
the
able
lot from
to,
either direction.
they'll be able to access.
They'll have to maneuver in the parking lot and kind of come around. If you're coming in off of Gravois, you can quickly turn right and get to it. If you're coming from Tesson Ferry, you'll have to maneuver in a little bit.
Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is if somebody is coming off Gravois to turn in there, the possibility we might have a line of cars across that curve. You know, people aren't going to buy it, going to pick up their money. But just throwing it out there. I'm just that may be a possible problem.
Yeah, I apologize. I've lost my internet connection here. I can still hear you, but I can't see anything. Yeah, we do have a little additional stacking, I believe, on this one. So we have more than 2 cars. Like I said, transactions are, I think, average times of 2 minutes and 10 per hour. So.
Harold, do you see what I'm talking about?
I think I see, it looks like there's 2 entrances off of
I
Gravois.
actually think you're right. I think there are 2 curb cuts.
There are, this used to be an old 7-Eleven.
Yes, and now it's just a retail store for Verizon, I think.
Right.
But yeah, we'll take a look at the circulation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions? Seeing no one, is there anyone who'd like to speak in favor of this petition?
I don't see.
Hearing, okay, no one. Anyone who'd like to speak in opposition or with concern?
I don't see anyone for that.
Okay, seeing no one, we do not need rebuttal. We're going to take a vote at the end, right?
There will be a poll for the audience to take. It should pop up when the meeting ends. And it'll ask you if you are in favor or in opposition / with concern to the petitions.
Okay. That will conclude PC 13-20 and let's go ahead and go to the poll.
So it'll come up after the meeting is over.
Okay, planning commissioners, before you leave, I just wanted to let you know that the August executive meeting is going to be Monday, August 31st. So no more meetings until Monday, August 31st, and then we'll let you know what time that executive meeting will be. We'll have both the public hearing we had in July and this public hearing.
Okay, can we get the poll done?
No, okay.
We'll get the results after the meeting, Wayne.
Okay, okay. Nothing else, Gail?
No, sir.
Okay. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Elliot, second.
Discussion, anyone? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0, and we are adjourned till end of the month. Keith?
Stay dry.
But good night. Stay safe,
Good
everybody.
night.